can't see it, but there's a fire in that hole. And I'm talking about a serious fire. It's a very small fire, because what I'm doing today is I'm going to smoke a pork butt. So I only need to put a few coals in there. I've got my grill set up for zone cooking. Get a better shot of it there. You can see the hickory on one side, there's hickory on the other side. And I'm just going to dump a little bit of coals on each side. Get that going a little bit. Just a little bit of coals on each side, I said. There we go. Okay. And we're going to put the grill on there and get my pork butt rubbed down and get him smoking in there. So please, I got a small Boston butt. It's only about a 3-pounder. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to treat it the way I do the ribs. I'm going to smear it with some mustard all over. And then I'm going to put the rub on there. And that mustard will help to flavor the meat and also help the rub to stick. Oh boy, this is a problem. Okay, and I get some rub on there. Rub her down liberally. All sides of that baby, that bad rabbit. Flip that thing over. We're going to put some rub on the fat cap also. Even though it won't penetrate, it'll help to flavor it. And also, you know, I know that rub's not going to penetrate the fat cap, but it'll help flavor it. And I'm going to put it with the fat cap up. There seems to be some controversy on that, but I've decided to try this one with the fat cap up. So I'm going to place that on the grill. It's a small Boston butt. It's a 3-pounder. And I got my water pan underneath and indirect heat. And I'm going to close that thing up. Oh, I got my handy dandy Walmart digital meat thermometer that I just bought. I don't know if you can see that. For $12. I'm going to stick that in there. I'm going to monitor it. It says the cord's good for 400 degrees, which we shouldn't get anywhere near it. So we'll see. We'll see how that all turns out. I'm going to close the lid on that. Got some hickory wood in there. It's going to produce a light smoke for the first hour or two. And we'll probably add some hickory wood and some coals as we go along. And I'll bring you back when we've made some progress. So please stay tuned. Oh, don't miss the end of this, because I got a very special beer for today. You don't want to miss that. So stay tuned, please. I'm about an hour into this cooking process, and what I like to do now is I have a kind of a mopping sauce. It's equal parts soy sauce and apple juice. And I just like to spray it on that meat just to keep it moist. Yeah, that gives it a nice color too. So there you go. It's coming along. It's going to take some time. We'll check back in about another hour. Let you see how it looks then. Please stay tuned. It won't be long now. I'll be having that beer. It's time to baste my butt. And it's also time for a little liquid refreshment. Sounds like I've already had a few. I'm going to squirt that boogie down with some of my basting sauce. And I got a very special beer. I got the Frosty Root Boy mug out, as you can plainly see. And I have a beer that comes highly recommended by Man Cave Meals, La Fin du Monde, the end of the world. It's the end of the world as we know it. And this is supposed to be some good beer right here. I was glad to find it. I went to Total Wine for the beer, and the lady at the counter said, "That must be some good beer because we've been selling a lot of it." And I said, well, it comes highly recommended by a very respected beer connoisseur, Man Cave Meals. It's got a hell of a head on it. La Fin du Monde. I would show you the label, but I'm afraid YouTube will kick my video out if I do. It's a pretty label. It's got a picture of the end of the world. It's like flame going up in flames. La fin du monde. I'm gonna let that, boy, I can't pour beer worth of crap, can I? As much as I like it, you think I'd learn to pour without making it over foam like that. I don't want to spill a drop of that. It wasn't expensive either. It's only about $3 a bottle. That Delirium Tremens was $4 a bottle. And let's give this a try. Let's find out what it's all about. Okay? Alright, I'm not saying I'm going to drink this, but I am saying that there's going to be less in it when I bring it back. Ah, that is excellent. It's 9% alcohol, but it doesn't have the alcohol bite. Ah, it's easy for me to say. It doesn't have the alcohol bite of some other beers that I've drank, like the Pirate Ale. Pirate Ale, you could taste the alcohol in it. That's 10% alcohol. There's the Frosty Root Boy mug. I'm going to finish that at my leisure. Meanwhile, my pork butt is at 140 degrees internal temperature. 141. It's still rising. I'm shooting for 190. I want that meat to fall off of that bone. So stand by. I will show you how that works out. I'll bring you right back.